Susan, I'm sorry. I'm actually pregnant with Bob's child. Huh? I'm saying that I'm pregnant with your husband Bob's child. You're kidding, right? You know what? There's no way I would say something like this as a joke. Lately, he's been coming home late, working overtime or something. And on his days off, he's always off somewhere by himself. I thought maybe he was cheating on me, but I had no idea that you were having an affair with him. You are married to my brother. How could you do that? Cheating is bad enough, but you have a child with Bob? Well, my husband is a serious guy. I don't enjoy being with him. That's why we haven't had sex for so long now. On the other hand, Bob is fun to be with. He knows good restaurants. He knows how to treat women, and he is perfect. It's true that my brother is more serious than Bob. He may lack some of the fun factor. But you knew that before you got married. My brother doesn't complain even if you do whatever you want. You're a full-time housewife. He even gives you more than enough money, and yet you cheat on my brother, have an affair with Bob, and then get pregnant. At the very least, why not cheat on someone else? You are betraying not only my brother, but also me and my parents. Do you understand that? Shut up! I understand. That's why I'm saying I'm sorry, and I'm telling you like this. You don't look very sorry to me. Then what do you want me to do? You want me to have an abortion? Anyway, I'll check with Bob. But first, let me check with you. What? Are you sure it's Bob's child? That's what I've been telling you. I know you're in shock and don't want to believe it. It shouldn't be possible. Huh? What did you say? No, it's nothing. Anyway, I can't say anything without confirming it with Bob. Have it your way. If what I say is true, then give me Bob. It's your fault to begin with. Huh? My fault? Because you and Bob have been married for more than 5 years now, right? We've been married for 7 years now. Right? And you can't have kids because you're infertile, right? Please don't make assumptions. No, I don't. Of course I'm right. Well, your parents might get sad, but I'll have Bob's parents love me for it. They might be surprised at first when they find out that Bob cheated on you. But I bet they'll be happy when they find out they have their first grandchild. Please confirm this with Bob as soon as possible. I'm on my 5th month of pregnancy and my belly is getting bigger. If we divorce now, I'll make it in time to have a baby. So please, divorce him as soon as possible. Hey, Zach, can I talk to you for a minute?
Susan, long time no see. Is everything okay?
I'm sure you'll be absolutely shocked, but I want you to calm down and listen to me. Janet is having an affair with my husband Bob, and she says they're having a baby. Yesterday, she contacted me, and when my husband came home at night, I immediately questioned him about it. He said that she was right. My husband says he doesn't want to divorce, that it was just a spur-of-the-moment thing, and that he begs me to forgive him. I asked him how long the relationship had been going on. He said it had been going on for months. I absolutely cannot forgive him. He betrayed me.
Susan, calm down.
How can you be so calm?
Because I knew that she was cheating on me.
Really?
She's obviously been going out more, and she keeps her phone close to her all the time. I can even smell men's perfume. It's too obvious.
So you're going to forgive her?
No. I'm not going to forgive her. I was thinking of hiring a detective. I didn't think it would be Bob. And I can't believe she's pregnant. I'm shocked too.
About that, there's no way he can be the father.
Huh? What do you mean?
You see, we've been married for 7 years now and we haven't had kids, right? We went for a test the other day. He didn't want to go for the test, but he was afraid to see the results. He was like, "Of course it's you. I'm a man. There's no way I have a problem. I don't need to see that. Just throw it away." And then I was curious, so I pretended to throw it away. And when I looked at the test results, I found out that he was sterile. By the way, there was nothing wrong with mine.
Wow. That means the father of her baby is not Bob, right? That means she's having an affair with another man too, and she's trying to make it out to be his child. Maybe I've spoiled her too much. I absolutely can't forgive her for what happened.
You're right. I can't forgive him either. Let's make them regret what they did. Susan, did you talk to Bob? I did. You were right. He admitted that he had an affair with you. It's not an affair. I'm serious. He loves me more than you. You heard about the pregnancy, right? What I said was true, wasn't it? I heard it. He said she's pregnant with my child. Right? There's no way I would lie. He told me, "Thank you for being pregnant with my child. Susan is infertile. That's why we couldn't have a child no matter how long we tried." He said he has no use for an infertile wife. Now that I'm pregnant with this child, I'm remarrying him. So you'll divorce him, right? Yeah, okay. Really? I'll gladly give that unfaithful man to you. There's no undoing it later or anything. I even have the proof of our texts. There's no way I'll take it back. I'll gladly divorce. You're a sore loser. Janet, you don't know anything, do you? I'm sure you'll have a lot of misfortune waiting for you from now on. But I'll just say, congratulations for now. Huh? What are you talking about? You're a sore loser anyway. I'm going to have his baby, and the three of us are going to live happily together. I'll quickly divorce my husband, whose only redeeming quality is his seriousness. Susan, please divorce Bob as soon as possible. Susan, I got married to Bob. Thank you so much. Thank you for leaving Bob alone. I was able to take him away from you and even have a child with him. And on top of that, thanks to your quick divorce, I was able to marry him before I had a baby. I'm really happy. The baby in my belly is growing up well, and it looks like it could be born next month. I'm so happy that I'm kind of scared. You hit rock bottom because of me. I really feel sorry for you. You are the one who should be pitied. You really don't know anything, do you? What? What are you talking about? Since you don't seem to know, I'll tell you. What in the world? Don't be so presumptuous. Tell me. He has no sperm. What? That's a lie. That can't be true. I'm not lying. So the father of your baby can't be Bob. That's not true. The father of my baby is Bob. You can't just play dumb. We have the test results. He hasn't seen the test results, but they say that almost 100% of pregnancies can't be carried to term naturally. Maybe the test results were wrong. My brother knows an obstetrician. I showed him the test results and he confirmed it. Could your brother be your ex-husband? You know what that means, right? He knows that you cheated on him repeatedly and that you got pregnant. You cheated on him with my ex-husband and that the father of your child is not my ex-husband, but another man. You can't be serious. I can't believe you found out. Then why did your brother agree to divorce so easily? He never accused me of cheating on him. That's just the beginning. What? From now on, I'm going to make you regret betraying me and my brother. What? What are you going to do? You're not going to tell Bob that he is not the father of this child, are you? Please? I'll do anything, just don't do that. Then, will you pay me $200,000 in alimony? $200,000? There's no way I have that kind of money. Of course. You've been supported by my brother all along, right? And yet, you betrayed my brother. That's really unforgivable. Don't tell me that you can do anything you want when you can't do it. Oh no. Please look forward to our revenge. Susan, please, I want you to forgive me. Bob, long time no see. I heard your child was born safe and sound. Congratulations.
Thank you, Susan. You may not believe me when I say this after cheating on you, but I loved you and was really shocked when you told me you were divorcing me. But now that we have a child, I've come to think that the three of us should do our best. I feel really sorry for you.
I don't need to talk about it anymore. You gave me alimony, but there's one thing I have to tell you.
What's that?
I hesitate to bring this up, but the baby Janet gave birth to is not your baby.
What are you talking about? I know you're pissed, but don't make that up.
I'm not making that up, it's true.
How the hell do you know that, Susan?
Because you have no sperm.
Huh? What are you talking about?
We took the test together last year. Have you forgotten already? You were worried about the results. You told me you were not infertile, so you don't have to look at this stuff, just throw it away. I was curious, so I looked at the test results. It turns out that a natural conception is nearly impossible for you.
Oh no, but it's not 100% right? Maybe a miracle happened?
Not only that, at the time Janet would have gotten pregnant, you weren't in the States because of an overnight business trip, right? When you think about it, it's hard to believe that it's your child. I understand why you don't believe me, or don't want to believe me. Why don't you take a DNA test? The results will make it clear.
Okay, I'll do that.
You betrayed me. I told you to keep quiet about the baby. I never agreed to it, did I? And I only advised him to take a DNA test. If he really trusted you, he wouldn't have done that, would he? I heard that you approached him several times in a sexual manner. At first, he refused your advances, but you were too persistent. He apologized to me over and over again, saying that he had taken you up on your offer. He couldn't trust you, could he? And the result is clear. I heard that the real father is a host, 10 years younger than you. I can't believe you spent the money that my brother worked so hard for the host. My brother told me that you guys hadn't had sex for a long time. That's true, but so what? You were dumped by the host and tried to find a father for your child, but you didn't want to have sex with my brother. That's why you turned your attention to Bob, wasn't it? You knew that too? Bob told me, now that he thinks about it, his family is rich. Maybe you were after his parents' money. Janet, you were very interested in Bob's parents' occupation and their house, right? That's just out of curiosity. Actually, his parents are rich and very kind. At first, they couldn't forgive him for having an affair, but after all, they were happy to have a grandchild. His parents paid for the hospital bills, the move to the new house, and everything else. So what? He told his parents the truth. What? Did he? His parents are very angry with you. They are going to have him divorce you, ask you to pay for the hospital bills, and for moving to a new house. They also said they're going to ask you alimony. Oh no! There is no way I can pay that kind of money. It's not my business. Why don't you tell that to him and his parents? I don't think they will forgive you. Janet, you are amazing in a way, aren't you? What? To make his parents that angry, they are ready to hire a lawyer and go to court. They're saying they're going to make you pay for what you did. I don't have any savings, and I've been a housewife. It would be hard to find a job. It's not my business, really. Not only did you take Bob away from me, but you also hurt my brother. You are gonna be punished for that. Oh, I forgot to say something important. Is there anything more? My brother and I are going to charge you alimony, so brace yourself. You're kidding! I'll be buried in debt, you know? It's your fault. It's crazy that you didn't expect this. His parents said that he had done a really bad thing to me, but they really appreciate me telling them about the kid. They've offered to pay the legal fees to sue you, so I'll take up their offer. Be prepared. Oh no! It wasn't supposed to be like this! Janet got divorced from Bob. Janet was charged for the hospital bills of her child, the cost of moving to a new house, and alimony from Bob. In addition, my brother and I also demanded alimony. The lawyer arranged by Bob's parents was really good at his job. Janet realized that she could not escape, so she asked her parents for help and paid the money. Janet was disowned by her parents. The child she gave birth to was adopted by Janet's sister and her husband, who were unable to have children. There was no way Janet, who was in debt, would be able to raise the child. I was worried about the innocent child. I was relieved to hear that the child was adopted by her decent older sister and her husband. I see Bob once in a while. I can't forgive him right now, but I don't hate him anymore. I am still comfortable with him, so I will continue our relationship for a while. I will see how things go. My sweet sister Florence, I'm so sorry that I ended up hurting you. I have stolen your fiancé from you in the past. This is the second time. Forgive your sister for her sins. Sis, what are you talking about? What do you mean second time? You stole my fiancé? Yes, I have a fiancé, but you didn't take him away from me. We're having dinner together right now. That can't be true. Hunter is right beside me right now. Hunter? Who's that? There's only a week left until the wedding, and I'm sure you've been doing a lot of preparation. But Hunter, he said he won't marry you. He said that he still loves me, so he's going to cancel the wedding. Huh? The wedding? Mine? Sis, what are you talking about? You seem to have misunderstood something. I don't know this Hunter guy. Huh? That's impossible. I even saw a picture of the two of you. I understand. Florence, you're aware that I stole Hunter from you, but you can't accept the reality. That's right. You can't accept the fact that I'm going to steal your fiancé away from you again just a week before the wedding. There's no way you can accept it, right? That's why you're acting like you don't know anything, isn't it? I really feel sorry for you. Or is it my fault? I'm such a bad sister for taking away my sister's happiness. But I wanted to be happy too. I'm so sorry for taking away your happiness. Sis, who is Hunter? If you're really stealing someone named Hunter, I think you're gonna need more than an apology. We're sisters, and I'm apologizing, so please forgive me. Besides, it's your fault too. Of course, cheating on someone is bad, but getting cheated on is a problem in itself. You've always been so plain and tacky. Don't you think it's natural that I, a beautiful woman, would be chosen over you? I feel like I'm being dissed. Anyway, I don't know a Hunter. Oh God, how long are you going to keep this up? Since you can't seem to accept reality, let me tell you something. Hunter said he's going to stop the wedding with you and get married to me. He's staying at a hotel with me right now. We love each other so much. You are to inform your guests that you are canceling the wedding with Hunter. Do you understand? I don't understand. I'm not planning to marry someone named Hunter. I don't even know anyone named Hunter. I've been really busy at work today, and I only got to relax now. Stop pointing on about stuff I can't even comprehend. That's enough. I don't have time for your antics anymore. I'm busy, so goodbye. Hey sis, don't come running to me when things get bad. Florence, I sent you an invitation for the wedding. Of course you can attend, right? Huh? Invitation? I haven't received it. You're getting married, sis? Don't tell me it's with that Hunter guy. That Hunter guy! You make me laugh. He's the guy you were engaged to. Are you so shocked that you've lost your mind? Where did you send it to? Did you know my address? I didn't tell you. It's our parents' house, isn't it? You didn't have anywhere to go after Hunter dumped you. You live at home, don't you? You don't know anything, do you, sis? Before, when you stole my fiancé, our parents didn't blame you. They said that since you're my sister, it's only natural that I should give him to you. The folks have always been very protective of you. They always favored you and didn't care about me at all. When my fiancé was taken away from me, that was the deciding factor. I cut off all ties with them. And in spite of all that, how is it I would be at home? I know, right? Well, I'm prettier than you, of course. The folks did neglect you, didn't they? But who's to blame them? You weren't very cute, and we were just good at studying. Can I go now? That's why I don't want to see my parents. I don't even forgive you. Even if I got an invitation, I wouldn't go to your wedding. No, you should definitely come. You loved Hunter, didn't you? That's why you were going to marry him. Then you should be there to see him happy. Isn't that what love is? So I know I've told you a million times, but I don't know this Hunter guy. I'm not going to the wedding. I don't even know when or where it's going to be held. Hey sis, are you listening to me? I told you I'm not going.
Florence, long time no see. It's Aiden. I just want to ask you something. Can you talk right now?
Aiden, long time no see. You wanted to ask me something? What's up?
I'm at my best friend's wedding today. Everyone was here, but he didn't show up. I called him and he said he thought he had called off the wedding. Apparently, he got all caught up in an affair. I guess he was so excited that he didn't call to cancel. Really lame, huh? So, I just met with him and talked to him. He's dating someone he really likes and he's getting married to her. He said he wants to cancel the wedding. He showed me a picture of the girl he likes and I was surprised. I think it's your sister.
What? Could it be that his name is Hunter?
Yes, but how did you know? Florence, you know something?
My sister contacted me a week ago. She said she stole my fiancé again. She said she was sorry that she stole Hunter from me. I told her I didn't know any Hunter, but she wouldn't listen to me. She called me 3 days ago and told me to come because she and Hunter are getting married.
Oh my God.
Hunter was actually supposed to get married today to someone else, right? Why did my sister think I was his fiancé?
It's because Hunter lied to her.
Huh?
Well, I guess I can understand why you wouldn't remember. A few years ago, when I decided to get married, a bunch of people got together to congratulate me. Hunter was there too. He got drunk and came on to a lot of women. There were pictures of him trying to talk to you. I don't know, but maybe he thought it would be a bad idea to tell her about his real fiancé. Then, He showed her a random photo of you with him that happened to pop up and said that that was his fiancé. It looks like he lied to your sister. You and your sister don't look that much alike, so it probably never occurred to him that you were siblings.
What? Then my sister saw a picture of me and someone named Hunter. She thought I was his fiancé. What a coincidence.
I was surprised too. It's a small world, isn't it? You can't do anything wrong. What I wanted to ask you is, when I saw the picture, I thought it might be your sister. But I thought I might have mistaken her for someone else, so I wanted to make sure. I guess I was right. The real fiancé and her family are very angry. They say they'll never forgive him, and they're going to file for damages, and they're going to make Hunter pay for the wedding.
Well, that's a given. The groom didn't show up on the day of the wedding.
And the bride's father is the president of a very powerful company. Hunter works for an affiliate of that company, so Hunter will probably be fired. I think Hunter and your sister will both be sued.
I see. Well, it's my sister's own fault, so there's nothing we can do about it. Aiden, thank you for calling me. When my sister told me that she took Hunter away from me, I had no idea what was going on. But now the mystery is solved. Didn't I tell you that my sister stole my fiancé from me before?
Yes, I remember. You were so depressed. I really felt bad for you at the time.
I think my sister is getting a little taste of karma.
Yeah, your sister and Hunter, who only cares about himself. It's unforgivable. The bride was crying her eyes out and the wedding hall was chaos.
You're right. I feel sorry for the bride.
Yeah, I'll give you all the details another time. Let's go out for dinner sometime.
Yeah, okay. Sis, what the hell are you doing? I find you waiting for me outside the office entrance. You suddenly handed me an invitation and walked away. I saw the invitation, but I can't go because I have an important appointment that day. Well, even if I didn't have plans, I wouldn't go. Anyway, sis, this is not the time for a wedding. I think Hunter is in on a lot of trouble. Anyway, I definitely can't go. You've been informed. Finally, the day after tomorrow, Hunter and I will be getting married. He was your fiancé until just the other day, and now I'm the only one who's happy. I'm really sorry. Well, Hunter says he loves me. What can I do? He deserves a beautiful girl like me, not a plain and dowdy one like you. I'm the one who deserves him, not a plain and tacky little girl. But I feel sorry for you because he left you. I'm inviting you to my wedding in Hawaii. You should be grateful. I'm just about to board the plane. My long cherished dream, Hawaii. I've always wanted to go there. You're leaving San Francisco tomorrow? They say the poor have no free time. I'm not going to your wedding. Just when I thought I finally got a reply. What do you mean you're not going? Why? I gave you the invitation. Don't tell me you didn't get it. I called you the other day. I told you that I had something to do that day and I couldn't make it. What? There's no way you have more important plans than your sister's wedding. Cancel it right now. I'm in Bali right now. What? Bali Island? We're getting married in Bali now, so we can't go to Hawaii. Huh? Hunter is standing next to me right now. It's useless lying about something so obvious. It's not a lie. I'm getting married. What the? I've been telling you that from the beginning, but you wouldn't listen to me. I lost my fiancé to you a few years ago. After that, I was depressed for a while. Even at work, I was always in the cloud. Looking back, I feel like I shouldn't have done that even though I was getting paid to do it. So what? Then, One of my coworkers invited me out to dinner. I wasn't in the mood, and at first I said no, but he persisted. As he listened to me, I started to open up to him more and more. I realized that I had recovered from the shock of my broken heart, and I had fallen in love with him. He told me that he liked me too. I'm getting married to him, not someone named Hunter. Oh no! The picture Hunter showed me. It was definitely you. I forgot too, but I met Hunter once. You remember my childhood friend Aiden, right? Of course I remember. You two were really close. What about Aiden? He has a lot of friends, right? When Aiden got married, we decided to have a party. There were quite a few people there, and I think Hunter was there too. What you saw was Hunter when he was drunk. He was harassing me and somebody took a picture. Huh? Why did Hunter say the person in the picture was his fiancé? Maybe he was afraid of getting in trouble for telling you about his real fiancé. It seems by hiding it, he's made a lot of problems for himself. Problems? I knew it, sis. You haven't heard anything, have you? So what? Hunter didn't cancel the wedding. The bride and all the other attendants came to the wedding. There was a big mess. It seems Hunter was fired from his job. What? Fired? Why? Hunter hasn't ever been able to find a job. He's been working part-time to get by. But his fiance's father is the president of the company, and he got him a job at an affiliated company. He went to such great lengths to help him, only to be betrayed on the day of the wedding. It's no wonder he got fired. No way! Hunter said they had high expectations for him at the company. He said he might even be in charge of the company in the future. And he said the money was coming in. He often gave me expensive things as gifts. That's just not possible for a typical office worker. Aiden told me about this too. Hunter seems to have been spending his fiance's money without permission. She's the daughter of the president of the company, so she has a lot of money. He was taking out whatever money he wanted and spending it on you. That's why Hunter broke off the engagement and canceled the wedding. He's being sued by his ex-fiancée and her parents for using their money without permission. Are you going to Hawaii now? I don't think you should. Well, if you cancel now, they'll charge you for the trip and the wedding. I can't do that. I've already registered with Hunter. I just questioned Hunter, and he said that you were right about everything. I can't believe anything anymore. I'm so shocked I fell to my knees. I can't stand up. What am I going to do? I don't know. Don't be so cold. I'm the victim. I really didn't know anything about it. Don't you feel sorry for me? Help me. You knew he was a soon-to-be married man to begin with. It's your fault for trying to take him away from me, right? You deserve it. You're the victim? Don't make me laugh. Anyway, I'm cutting all ties with you. I'm sick and tired of you contacting me like this. Why don't you get help from our parents who love you so much? I've got a wedding coming up, so if you don't mind, bye. What? Florence, wait a minute! Florence, don't ignore me. You know we got married yesterday. We're enjoying our honeymoon right now. Aren't you in Hawaii right now? I'm not going to Hawaii. There's no way we can go after hearing all that. I know. So what? I told you not to contact me anymore. Because even the folks gave up on me. Huh? Really? Yesterday, I got a call from the ex-fiancé's mother. It seems that she contacted our parents. They heard that I stole Hunter and that he spent money on me. They said, "We don't want you to tell us. We have already cut ties with her and she is a stranger to us." They gave them my contact information and asked them to ask for the money directly from me. She said I ruined their daughter's marriage and that they were going to file for damages. They said their lawyer would be contacting me soon. And of course, they're going to file against Hunter too. What am I supposed to do with an unemployed husband and a huge amount of debt? What are you asking me for? I don't know what to tell you. I told Hunter that I want a divorce. He said it was my fault and that he just wanted to marry his fiancée and be happy. All this happened because of me. He said he's not going to divorce me and make me take responsibility, and that I should pay all the compensation. Yeah, I think Hunter's a bad dude, but you're the one who chose him, right? Even if you have to borrow the money, you should pay up. Then work together and pay back a little at a time. Please, Florence. I'll definitely pay you back, so please lend me some money. Nope, that would be a no. How can I believe anything you say? After what you did to me? This time around, it was just a misunderstanding, but that doesn't change the fact that you tried to steal my fiancé twice. I should have blocked you a long time ago. I'm blocking your contact information now. Bye. I probably won't ever see you again, but good luck to you anyway. Have a good time paying off the debt. Oh, come on, no way. Just hold on a minute. I heard from Aiden later on that Hunter was charged $30,000 in compensation, and my sister $20,000. On top of that, Hunter had spent $30,000. Since the ceremony was canceled on the day of the wedding, the cancellation fees amounted to $80,000. Planning to have an $80,000 wedding, she was indeed the daughter of the president of the company. So altogether, my sister and Hunter accumulated a debt of $160,000. Since they could not afford to pay rent, they looked for a live-in job. They are said to be working hard every day, with hardly any time off. Aiden has grown weary of Hunter after this incident. Hunter reached out to Aiden, but Aiden had lost all faith in him. He told him that he wouldn't contact him until he seriously thought about what he had done, and that he needed to sort things out for himself. I never thought that even my parents would abandon my sister so easily. Well, I cut off my relationship with them because they are like that. As for me, I recently found out I was pregnant. My husband takes care of me every day, and I'm so glad I married him. My parents and siblings have been such a pain in the neck for me. I don't want my children to have to go through that kind of pain. I want to live happily with my family, supporting each other. Oh my goodness! I can't believe you. It's almost 7 o'clock and you're still not home. Where on earth are you? I'm sorry, Rebecca. I have to do overtime, so I might be late coming home again today. Don't give me such an obvious lie. What? I'm not lying. You're using work as an excuse, aren't you? Don't you know your position as a wife? No, it's really work. Then, what's your plan for dinner? Don't tell me I should cook my own dinner. Well, I already cooked dinner this morning. It's all in the fridge. Just eat that for dinner. What? Are you giving orders to your mother-in-law? What? No, I'm just telling you that there's dinner for you. I'm really disappointed in you, Taylor. You know what? You don't have to come home today. What? I mean, not just today. You don't have to come home for the rest of your life. What do you mean by that? I've had enough of you. You have failed as my son's wife. Therefore, you will divorce Paul. What? What are you talking about, divorce out of nowhere? Listen, do you even realize how much trouble you're causing me and my son? Just think about it. I never thought that way. Put your hand on your heart and ask yourself. You're too focused on your work. You're not fulfilling your duties as a wife at all. I'm not quite sure what you mean by duties as a wife. I'm not neglecting household chores. If I have to work overtime, like today, I prepare dinner in the morning. And I do cleaning and laundry almost every day.
That's not the point.
What?
Even though it's been 5 years since you got married, you still haven't given us a grandchild. All my friends have grandchildren. Meanwhile, no matter how long we wait, no grandchild is born. Everyone around me boasts about their grandchildren. Do you know how miserable I feel?
But
even Paul loves children. But because of you, he can't become a father no matter how much time passes. It was such a mistake that he married a defective woman like you.
Defective? You don't have to say it like that.
Well, what else can you call it other than that? Normally, after 5 years of marriage, it's only natural to have 1 or 2 children. Oh, poor Paul. Because of a useless wife, he still can't have his own child.
Why do you assume it's my fault? I did undergo tests at the hospital, but they didn't find any signs of me being infertile.
You can't rely on that. Even if there's no sign on the test result, the fact remains. I still have no grandchild. Come to think of it, you're an only child, right? Whether it's genetics or something else, I'm pretty sure you are difficult to get pregnant.
I don't know how to put it in words. I don't think it's about my genetics. It's just challenging for us as a couple to conceive a child.
What do you mean by that?
I'm sure you've noticed. Paul has been coming home late a lot lately. We sleep in separate rooms these days. There's just no chance, you know?
That's because you're not attractive as a woman. Working aggressively like a man, you're not feminine. Make more effort to be loved by your husband. It's your fault that Paul doesn't sleep with you.
So you want to blame everything on me.
Anyway, you're useless if you can't have children. Pack up your things and leave our house right away.
If you insist, I don't mind leaving. Before that, please let me talk to Paul one last time. After all, it's our problem between me and Paul.
No, it's not just a problem between you two. It's a huge family problem. I won't allow any contact with Paul.
What?
Considering how cunning you are, you're probably trying to manipulate Paul into not divorcing.
Are you serious? We can't even have a proper discussion about divorce?
If you want to talk to Paul, do it through me. I mean, I don't think there's anything left to discuss anymore.
What?
Paul is getting remarried soon.
Remarried?
Yes, because Paul will be a father.
No way. That means Paul was cheating on me?
Yes. His affair partner got pregnant, so please hurry up and divorce him.
Unbelievable. I had a feeling Paul was cheating, but I never imagined he got someone pregnant.
Well, ideally, they should have remarried before having children, but we can't change what's already happened.
I don't know what to say. I see. If that's the case, I guess there's nothing else I could do. But let me ask you something. Your own son cheated on his wife and got that woman pregnant. Are you okay with welcoming a woman who casually dates married men as your daughter-in-law?
Of course. There are things I don't like about it. But as Paul mentioned, his affair partner is apparently a young woman in her early 20s. She'll likely give birth to many grandchildren in the future, which is much better than a completely useless woman like you who can't have children.
Is that so? Then I'll divorce him right away. I've also had enough, both for Paul and for you.
Good.
But I won't agree to any property division.
What?
Of course, I won't give a single penny to that cheater.
You're so greedy. You've wasted 5 years of Paul's life. You should feel sorry for that. Plus, Paul is going to have a child soon. Raising a child costs a lot of money. Yet you have no empathy? How selfish can you be?
That's none of my business.
Oh my goodness, what a cold-hearted person.
I'll have my lawyer contact Paul, so please tell Paul to cooperate.
Well, whatever. You'll live a lonely life without ever having children. So out of pity, I'll let you do whatever you want. But please never come near Paul again. Don't come back saying you're lonely and want to get back together with him.
Don't worry. I never want to see the face of the scumbag who betrayed me.
Oh God, you're still disrespectful to the bitter end. Hey Taylor, it's been a while since we've talked. I hope you've been doing well.
Rebecca? Wow, it's been a while. What do you need this time, huh?
Oh, come on. I just wanted to say hello to you.
Oh, really? Well, there's no need to do that. We are strangers.
You never changed. I reached out to you after 7 years, and you still don't know how to respect me.
So, what made you contact me? Wait, don't tell me you contacted me about your son's divorce.
What? How did you know?
I heard it through rumors. Isn't it the third divorce already?
It can't be helped. After all, couples are just two different people. If their values don't match, there's nothing left but divorce.
Values, huh? Well, leaving that aside, you contacted me after 7 years. Is something going on?
I have good news for you.
Good news?
Yeah, pretty good one. For a miserable single lady like you, I've brought you an offer to get back together with my son.
What?
You can come back to our family. You can remarry Paul again.
Remarry?
Don't worry. Paul just got divorced recently, so he's single now. Paul married 3 women, including you. But none of them ended up having children. He's almost 40, right? It seems he's getting tired of it. He started to think maybe he can give up on having children.
Oh.
I really wanted grandchildren too, but children are a blessing. It can't be helped. But now, I'm worried about my own old age. So Paul and I talked it over, and we decided to give you another chance.
Why are you talking like I'm the one who wanted to get back with him?
Why not? Aren't you happy that you can get married with him again?
Not at all.
What?
I have no intention of becoming the caregiver for my ex-husband and ex-mother-in-law.
Being a caregiver? It's not like that. I'm just saying let's be a family again.
You're trying to use me. Both you and Paul are getting older. So you're bringing me back to be your housekeeper and caregiver, right?
No, I'm not. You really have a messed up personality, don't you?
I just realized something. Did you say that Paul still doesn't have any children? I thought after we divorced, he became a father. You have a grandchild, don't you?
Actually...
Why doesn't he start over with her instead of me? You were happy when she got pregnant, weren't you?
There's just a lot of things that happened. He can't get back together with her.
Why not?
Actually, the child she was carrying wasn't his.
Oh, really? That sucks.
I can't believe I was completely fooled. She claimed the child was Paul's. But when the child was born, it didn't resemble Paul at all. So just to be sure, we did a DNA test. It confirmed that Paul wasn't the father. And there's more. After we found out that the child wasn't Paul's, she disappeared with the child. She took Paul's cards, cash, and all valuable belongings from the house. She seemed like such a nice lady. I never thought she was capable of cheating and stealing.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
What's so funny about it?
You never thought she was a cheater? Did you forget how they started dating?
Well, that's...
Paul brought this upon himself. Well, isn't it a good thing he realized early that it wasn't his child?
You really messed up. Anyway, that's how it is. I will welcome you back as Paul's wife. Since you can't have children, you probably won't be able to remarry anyway.
No, thank you.
Huh? Why? I'm offering you a helping hand and you're refusing? There's no reason to refuse.
I already have a husband.
No way. You married?
Yes, I remarried the year after divorcing Paul.
Why didn't you tell me?
Why do I have to tell you? You're a stranger to me.
I thought nobody would marry a woman like you. But I feel sorry for your new husband. Even though he married you, he will never be a father.
I have 5 children, though.
What did you say? How is that possible? Oh, I see. I understand. You mean you have 5 stepchildren. Wow. Having to raise 5 children who aren't your own? That must be tough for you.
No, they're all my biological children.
You're kidding.
Well, when I remarried, I never imagined I'd have 5 kids. 3 children a year, then we had twins. Both my husband and I are busy taking care of them every day.
Why? How? How can you have 5 children when you're supposed to be infertile?
I'm pretty sure I told you about it. I had medical tests done, and there was no sign of me being infertile.
But you didn't get pregnant at all with Paul?
Yeah, but even so, I quickly got pregnant with my current husband. It proves that I wasn't the reason why I didn't get pregnant, don't you think?
Are you trying to say my son is infertile?
It's just obvious. He has been with many women before, but none of them ever got pregnant, right? Doesn't that simply prove that something's wrong with Paul?
Oh my God.
Listen, Rebecca, your son is probably infertile.
No way.
Deep down, you had an idea about it, didn't you? But maybe you didn't want to accept that your son was infertile. I don't think he had any tests done.
Paul being infertile is impossible. Not being able to have children is just a coincidence. It's definitely not Paul's fault.
Then you should get him tested. You believe that he's not infertile, right?
Yes. Maybe you're right. I will ask him to get tested. I'll prove that Paul isn't infertile.
All right, good luck. I have to go now. My child started crying.
Hey, Taylor, I have something to tell you.
What now?
You said you have 5 children, right?
Yes.
I'd like to adopt one of them.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
It was confirmed that Paul was infertile.
Ah, so he went for tests right away.
He was devastated when he heard the results, even though he'd already given up on having children. Finding out he was infertile was a huge shock for him. Now he's skipping work and shutting himself in at home.
Oh, but why do you want to adopt one of my children?
Even though you divorced, you were once part of our family. The children you bore are practically Paul's too.
What? No.
Just give me one of your children. If we welcome a child in our home, I'm sure Paul will return to his old self.
That's such a selfish idea.
Even for you, raising 5 children must be hard, right? I'm trying to lessen your burden, so be grateful. I'll adopt one of them, so give me the smartest, cutest one. My son and I will raise them with care.
Are you serious? Have you gone completely insane?
How rude! I'm not losing my mind. Hey, if possible, I'd prefer a boy.
I'll make him the heir to our family. With 5 children, surely there's at least one boy, right? Well, actually, all 5 of them are boys. Wow, that's perfect. Let me have one of them. Boys eat a lot as they grow up. With 5 of them, the food bill will be huge. Let me help you, Taylor. Even so, I can't just hand over my precious children to you. We have the right to take them. You are insane. I would never give my child up for adoption, especially not to a scumbag like you. Excuse me? What do you mean by scumbag? It means exactly what it means. You ungrateful bastard! How dare you speak like that to your former mother-in-law who took care of you? What? I don't recall ever being taken care of by you. I've managed all the housework while working full-time. If anything, I was the one who took care of you. I've been snubbed a lot by you for not being able to have children. For 5 years, I've been enduring you and your son. What are you bragging about? Fulfilling your duties as a wife was your responsibility. It's a good thing I got away from you too. Thanks to that, I met a kind husband and was blessed with 5 lovely children. I'm happy every day. Don't you feel like sharing that happiness with us? Not at all. So that's why I don't need your son in my life again. And I would never give my child to you. Oh, please, Taylor. I'm sorry, but I have to go now. I don't want to have any further involvement with you. Wait a moment. You're the only one who can help Paul, you know. Why do I have to be the one to help? Please stop clinging to the ex-wife you kicked out. Don't you have any pride? Please, come back. If not, just give us the children. That's enough. I'm blocking you now. Goodbye. After that conversation, I immediately blocked Rebecca. According to rumors, Rebecca had been asking all relatives about my whereabouts. I heard that she was planning to storm into my house. Since everyone knew Rebecca was an insane person, nobody provided her with information. My ex-husband Paul has been completely depressed and stopped going out since he found out about infertility. He finally quit his job and kept to himself in his room. Since his father has already passed away, it seems that Rebecca is now working part-time to support the family. She had been a housewife for a long time and never worked before, so she seemed to get fired soon after being hired. Now she's doing her best to get a job and support her son in old age. As for me, I'm enjoying happy days with my husband and 5 children. In the past, I went through some tough times being accused of infertility, but now I'm incredibly happy. From now on, I want to continue living happily with my beloved family.
Babe.
Hey, babe. What's wrong?
I received a call from an unknown number again. It's been happening every day lately. It's creepy.
Again? Maybe someone's pranking on you.
Like who?
Oh, I don't know.
It's just weird.
Probably it's just a prank. You don't have to overthink about it. Just ignore it. They will stop eventually.
I hope so.
Anyway, how's Alyssa?
She's fine. She was napping earlier, but when I received the call, she woke up and started crying.
Oh, that sucks.
They call me so many times a day. I'm scared to block the number because it might escalate to something else.
Yeah, you're right. Just ignore it and it will be fine.
I wish I could find out who's calling me like this and what they want from me.
If the person is calling you from an unknown number, there's nothing we can do to find out who they are.
Yeah, it really sucks. Oh no, Alyssa started crying again. I'll talk to you later, babe. Oh god, I received another call again.
Babe, you don't have to let me know every time you receive a call.
I know, but this time it was different.
What do you mean?
It seems like the person who's calling me has a baby.
What?
I answered the call this time and I heard a baby crying. From the sound of it, it's probably a baby about Alyssa's age.
Really? Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, I think the person who was calling me was carrying a baby in their arms.
Do you think it was a woman?
I don't know, but maybe.
Do you have any friends who have a baby that would prank you like this? It's just a prank, babe. It'll stop eventually.
I don't have any friends who would prank me like this. It makes me really curious about who's calling me.
Hey, I told you to just ignore the call. Things are getting creepier now.
Yeah, you're right. I will just ignore the call next time.
Hey, babe. I miss you and our baby girl. How's our little angel doing?
We went to the grocery earlier and she's sleeping now. She probably got tired.
Aw. Can you send me more pictures of Alyssa, babe? I really miss her.
Sure, babe.
Oh, anyway, what's up with that phone call lately?
Oh, that. I just ignored the phone call and they haven't called me for a couple of weeks now. You were right, babe.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew it was just a prank.
Do you still think it was just a prank? But why would someone make a prank call involving a baby?
I don't know. Maybe that person was just really bored while watching over a baby?
Babe, that's impossible. Do you know how hard it is to make a baby fall asleep?
You're right. Anyway, it's stopped now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, it's almost Mother's Day. Why don't we visit your mom next weekend?
Let me check on that.
Is everything okay? I haven't seen her since Alyssa was born, and I'd love to bring her some flowers and let her meet Alyssa.
I know, but my mom's been busy these days.
I see. And do you think next week would be a bad time for a visit?
I think she mentioned that she has some appointments.
Oh, really?
Let me call my mom tonight and see what's going on.
Okay, babe.
Hey, Emma?
Hi, Victoria. It's been a while. How are you?
There's something we need to discuss.
Is something wrong?
It's about Alyssa.
Alyssa? What's wrong?
What's wrong? Oh my god. I've reached my limit.
Huh? What did I do?
Why do I have to babysit Alyssa every single day? I said I'd help out once in a while, but not be a full-time babysitter.
What? I never asked you to watch Alyssa for me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh dear. There's no point in acting dumb. You know what? What you're doing is unacceptable. You have failed as Alyssa's mother.
Hey, calm down, Victoria. I think you're misunderstanding something.
No, it's just too much.
So you're saying you're taking care of my daughter right now?
Yes, it's been 3 weeks already.
That can't be true. Alyssa is with me right now.
You think I'm lying? Check with my son. Every day before he goes to work, he drops Alyssa at my house.
What?
At first, he told me that you had the flu with a high fever, so he needed to take you to the hospital, and he asked me to take care of Alyssa for the day.
Really?
But then, he kept giving me different excuses, saying you weren't able to take care of Alyssa. He would bring her over every morning and pick her up in the evening after work. I thought you had started working and couldn't find anyone to look after her, so I didn't say anything.
What the hell? Really?
But when I confronted Timothy about it the other day, he said you barely come home because you're too busy going out every night.
This is crazy. None of this is true.
What?
That child that you are taking care of, that's not Alyssa.
Of course it's her. There's no way I would mistake my grandchild's face.
But babies' faces change a lot in a short period of time. When she was born, she looked like Timothy. But now her face looks a lot like mine these days.
What? Alyssa looks just like Timothy. She doesn't look anything like you.
Even Timothy said that she looked exactly like me.
What? Really?
Yeah, I can prove it to you through a video call.
No, it's fine. I believe you now.
I wonder who the baby with you is.
What is Timothy thinking? I'm gonna call him right now.
Hold on, Victoria. I have a great idea.
What? Oh Lord, what if Timothy kidnapped this child from somebody? I've been taking care of a stranger's child?
Hey, calm down. How about I take care of that baby with you starting tomorrow?
For what? Why don't we ask Timothy what's going on?
Maybe he's hiding something. If we confront him, he might just lie.
That's true. I'll pretend I don't know anything when Timothy comes over later.
Okay, thank you. I'll go over there tomorrow with Alyssa.
Oh God, this is crazy.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Let's find out whose baby that is.
Hey, Emma. Are you out? I asked you to receive a package for me, right? I received a notification that the delivery attempt had failed.
Did you? I'm sorry. I totally forgot about that. I'm actually at your mom's house.
What? Why?
Why? I wanted to see Victoria. Is it weird?
No, not at all. But you didn't mention anything about going there.
So, who is this baby?
I'm sorry, Emma.
Answer my question.
He's actually my boss's kid.
What? Your boss's? Why are you leaving his baby with your mother? And you even lied about it, saying the baby is Alyssa.
Actually, my boss's wife ran away from him, and he didn't have anyone to take care of the child.
So why are you supposed to take care of the child?
I made a terrible mistake at work, and my boss took the blame for it with me. I owe him big time, you know?
So you just do everything your boss says now?
He's helped me with a lot of things. I just want to help him this time. I told my mom that the baby was Alyssa, so she would take care of her.
You are so selfish. You should have told me about it.
I'm sorry.
So, are you planning on having your mother take care of this baby from now on?
Yeah, but only until my boss finds a place where he can put her in daycare or something.
Your mother messaged me saying I've been pushing the baby onto her all this time. She just told me she's reached her limit.
Oh no.
First of all, it's not your mother's responsibility to take care of that child. You should talk to your boss.
I know, but...
Do you want me to talk to your boss?
No, you don't have to do that.
Then do something about it.
Alright, alright.
Anyway, I'm taking care of the baby at home now.
What?
You can't ask your mom to take care of the baby anymore.
But 2 babies? It's too much work, right?
That's fine. Think of it as Alyssa having a sister. And it won't be forever, right?
Well, yeah, but...
So what's the girl's name anyway? It's not Alyssa, right?
It's Erica.
Alyssa and Erica. It really sounds like sisters.
Yeah.
Like your mother said, she looks so much like you.
Huh? What are you talking about? She's my boss's kid. She can't look like me. That's ridiculous.
Why are you mad?
I'm not. Just stop saying weird things.
Weird things, huh?
What?
It's weird that the child's eyes are the same color as yours and even has curly hair.
What are you trying to say, huh?
I'm just kidding.
Whatever, I will talk to my boss and take care of it. Just don't overthink anything.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, babe.
Erica's mother came to our house.
What?
She thanked me for taking care of the baby, and she says she still wants to raise her by herself.
Oh, really? Why don't you just give the baby back to her and ask her to leave?
What? There's no proof that she's Erica's mother, right? What if she's some kind of weirdo?
Then what do you want me to do?
Why don't you contact your boss?
Oh, you are right.
It's your boss's wife, right? Why don't you just tell him his wife is at our house right now? Is there some reason you can't tell him?
But he's in an important meeting right now. I can't say that.
Well then, I guess I'll just have her wait until we hear back from your boss.
I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I think you should ask her to leave now.
Why? Shouldn't we have her confirm that she's the real mother and take Erica home with her?
That's...
Why don't you just admit it already?
What do you mean?
I know everything now.
What do you mean, everything?
Erica, she's your child, isn't she?
What are you talking about? There's no way Erica is my child.
The mother, Diane, told me everything.
Diane? I don't know about her.
Oh, come on. I know you two were dating before you married me. She told me you decided to marry me because I got pregnant first.
That's not true. I love you. That's why I married you. I was just playing around with Diane.
Stop lying. She said you two were still dating even when I was pregnant.
But I broke up with her.
You dumped her when you found out she was pregnant, didn't you? Ugh, you really disgust me.
I didn't know she was pregnant. There's no proof that I'm the father of her child. She's probably lying.
Actually, she brought the DNA test result. I know she already sent it to you too.
Ugh, damn it. So she literally told you everything, huh?
I can't believe you were lying to me all this time.
I'm sorry.
So you knew that Diane was the one calling me.
I didn't know at first, but then I thought maybe she did. So I asked her and...
So that's why you asked your mother to take care of the child, huh?
She said if I took care of the baby during the day, she wouldn't tell you about this.
Your mother was so shocked when I told her about it.
I'm sorry.
Timothy, let's get a divorce.
Why?
What do you mean, why? You're a cheater, a liar, a scumbag.
Please, Emma, don't do this to me.
I can never forgive you.
Please, I love you so much. Please.
Stop it. We are done. I will never let you see Alyssa ever again.
What?
Oh, by the way, Diane said she's leaving you and marrying someone else.
Oh no.
Just make sure you pay child support for Alyssa, okay?
Please, Emma, don't do this to me.
Oh, there's more.
What?
I called your office earlier.
You did what?
Funny thing, your boss answered the phone. So I told him that his wife was at my house.
What the hell? What have you done?
It's not my fault. He told me it was his wife.
Oh, God.
Well, if you didn't lie to me, it wouldn't have happened.
I don't know what to do now.
It's all your fault.
Shut up, I know.
Anyway, I can't let you stay in my house anymore.
My house?
This house was built on my parents' land. It's mine.
What the hell? I didn't know that. Where should I stay now?
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to see your face again.
Emma, please forgive me. I will never lie to you.
You shouldn't go to your parents' house because your mother is really mad at you. Thank God Alyssa doesn't look like you. Well, thank you for everything, and good luck with your life. Goodbye.
Emma, no. Please, forgive me.
Hey, Victoria.
Emma, I'm really sorry about our stupid son.
You did nothing wrong. Please, don't apologize.
You were such a good wife to him. And yet, that idiot.
I kicked him out of the house, and I think he might come to your place.
Oh, no way I will help that idiot. I can't believe he grew up exactly like his dad.
Like his dad?
My ex-husband cheated on me too. Timothy always comforted me when I was crying. I thought he knew how painful it is to be cheated on.
Really? Timothy didn't tell me anything about that. I'm sorry you've been through that, Victoria.
I didn't want you to experience the same thing as I did. I'm so sorry, dear.
It's been tough, but knowing I have your support means a lot to me.
I thought I finally had the daughter I always wanted and a beautiful granddaughter. I'm really sad that it ended up like this.
It's not the end for us, Victoria. You're like a mother to me. I'll always visit you.
Oh dear, that makes me so happy. Please, always take care. If there's anything I could do, I'm always here for you.
Thank you, Victoria. When things have settled down, I will visit with Alyssa. A few months after our divorce was finalized, I moved to a different town to start my new life with my daughter. On the other hand, Timothy's affair was the talk of the office. Apparently, he was also hitting on the receptionist at the office and got fired for his inappropriate behavior. After he got fired, he tried to find a new job, but he kept getting fired. I heard he started gambling to make money. The other day, Victoria received a call from Timothy saying he had lost all his money at the casino. Of course, Victoria did not offer help and told him to take care of himself. I hope someday he gets back on track and becomes a better person. This marked the end of our story. Life goes on, and I'm focusing on building a better future for myself and my daughter.
Hey, why is your house all the way out in the suburbs like that? It takes a 40-minute drive from Jason's parents' place. Why would you live in such an inconvenient location? Could it be harassment towards me?
I'm completely lost. How does my address translate to harassment against you, Hannah?
You intentionally picked a place that's difficult for me to reach, didn't you? Living alone in a large house with a spacious backyard, I figured you might feel lonely. That's why I wanted to come over and keep you company. But now, it's not so simple for me to visit.
I still feel like you come over pretty casually, though. You're here at least 3 times a month, aren't you?
All right, whatever. I'll come over again this weekend.
And tomorrow's weekend.
Yes, indeed. I've made up my mind. I'll come over around noon.
No, I'm busy tomorrow.
You're going to be at home, right?
I'm still going to be busy.
What do you mean, busy?
It's the 5th anniversary of Black Cat World, and the event starts tomorrow.
Isn't that the computer game you're hyped about? Is that the only thing you're looking forward to? You're such a nerd.
It's not like that.
Fine, whatever. You go ahead and play your game. I'll just relax in the garden. But don't forget to have some freshly baked cookies and tea ready.
Cookies and tea? I am busy. I don't have time to prepare all of that.
I'm the wife of the eldest son, you know. You, the freeloader, don't have any say.
I've moved out of my parents' house, so that's irrelevant. I'm not leeching off anyone.
I don't know what a hermit like you is blabbering about. There are plenty of people like you around. You take your privileged environment for granted. Do you even realize how fortunate you are to live comfortably in a suburban mansion? Have you ever stopped to think about it, even for a moment? You have no right to arrogantly reject me, your sister-in-law.
I don't get what you're saying.
Anyway, I'm coming over tomorrow.
Okay, I understand. I'll make time. My brother is coming with you, right?
I'm going by myself. Jason is working this weekend.
What are you planning to do here alone? If you fancy having some tea in the garden, why not do it at the park instead? I remember there's a large park close to my parents' house. It's got a pond too. Really peaceful and pleasant.
You're constantly nagging. Jason is set to inherit the family's property. Eventually, it will all belong to me.
I'm not particularly concerned about the property. I've already discussed it with my brother.
Exactly. So I'm free to come and go to that mansion anytime I want to. I have free access to that mansion too.
What kind of logic is that?
No need for explanations. I'm coming over tomorrow. Make sure to have cookies and tea ready.
Okay.
Elaine, do you honestly believe you can pull this off? What have you done with Jason's property?
You were specifically asked not to enter my private space without permission, except for the living room and the bathroom. But you still went into my room without asking. Do you have some kind of medical condition where you can't help but say rude things? And this isn't my brother's property, it's my house. I don't think you have any right to complain about what I do.
I was just being honest. It's such a waste to see that beautiful house being ruined.
Ruined? What do you mean?
Don't you see? Your room's all computers and nerdy game stuff. It's such a shame for that house with a beautiful garden. Imagine sipping tea in the garden, but your room's full of nerdy stuff. Kinda kills the vibe, right? Get it together.
I'm not causing any trouble, and everything in there is stuff I need. It's even got the living room set up for guests, so it's pretty annoying to get complaints after someone barges into my private space. If you're not cool with it, could you just leave? And maybe don't come back.
What's your problem? How rude. Don't you feel bad for your parents?
My parents have nothing to do with this.
Who do you think is the reason you get to live in this house?
What have you been saying since yesterday?
I don't like you.
Wow, okay.
I'm stuck living with my in-laws, feeling cramped, while you're chilling in a big house, living the good life.
That's got nothing to do with me, right? You asked for your own space, so I moved out. Remember?
Why do I have to take your old room? It's all because you had to stick your nose where it didn't belong and got us into this whole living together mess.
Are you serious? I'm the one who got kicked out of my parents' house. My brother practically begged me, so I moved out. This living arrangement was decided by you and my brother, right?
I had to move in with him. There was no other choice. It's such a waste of money to pay rent.
So what's the problem then?
It's not fair at all. Why is it that you get the big house in the suburbs while we're stuck at your parents' house?
What do you mean, why? I moved out because I couldn't live in my parents' house anymore.
I never even knew there was a bigger house apart from your parents' house. If I had, I would have picked this house right off the bat. And hey, there's two of us here. You're just a single nerd with no marriage or romance in sight. We're planning to start a family and all that. So, it makes total sense for us to get this big house with a garden.
I'm so lost.
You're so stupid.
I must say, you, my sister-in-law, has quite the repertoire of insults.
Shut it! Just leave already, and we'll take over.
Is that what my brother would want?
I haven't talked to him yet, but I know he'll agree.
Oh, I get it now. It seems like you're going off on your own.
What? Feeling pretty confident, huh? Jason does seem to have a soft spot for you. He's just too nice. Even if you're a bit of a nerdy shut-in, being his little sister probably makes you endearing to him. But hey, I'm his wife, remember? Jason listens to me at the end of the day.
But there's no way my brother would ever tell me to leave.
We're actually thinking about getting a dog when we have a baby. Having a pet is said to be good for a child's development, you know?
I see. So what?
You're so oblivious. There's no room for a child or a garden in your parents' house. But in your house, there's plenty of space for both, right? The environment is important for raising children, you know?
Well, if you're planning on having children, why not just buy a home with a garden? This house is far from my parents' place, and I'm sure you're not happy about it, right? I don't understand why you're trying to take over my place.
Why do I need to buy it if I already have one?
Do you own one? This house doesn't belong to my brother or you.
I know it's not under his name right now, but eventually, Jason will inherit it. Honestly, this conversation is going nowhere.
You're the one who's impossible to talk to.
If you're not willing to leave on your own, that's fine with me. I'll make sure you leave. You have 3 days to clean out your stuff and vacate the house. If you don't do what I say, you'll be sorry. I've got a secret plan up my sleeve.
So, it was you, right? I step out for a day and come back to find my room empty. What's going on?
Oh, you're finally back. Well, like I said, I had a little trick up my sleeve. Since you didn't vacate within 3 days, I went ahead and threw out all your stuff. Now, you can't just hide away in this house, so it's time to leave.
Thanks. I guess this is the end of your life.
Huh? Who do you think you are, acting all tough? Getting kicked out of the house means the end of your life, not mine. From now on, Jason and I are moving in together. So you, the shut-in parasite, better not come back.
Are you still saying that? Haven't you talked to my brother yet?
That man is way too soft on you. He keeps insisting the house belongs to you. But once he learns we're all set to move in right away after getting rid of your stuff, he'll stop favoring his little sister and start siding with me instead.
Well, I'll talk to my brother.
Oh, you've finally become very understanding.
Well, talking to you is pointless.
What on earth are you up to? Jason is talking about divorce. Your parents are furious with me.
Oh, Jason was really pissed off.
Why are you laughing? What did you tell him? You must have said something bad about me to turn your family against me. Take it all back now.
I just told them the truth. You're totally misunderstanding and overreacting. It's kind of funny.
What do you mean by misunderstanding? We were just trying to move into a house that will eventually be ours.
First off, that's where you're mistaken.
What's the misunderstanding? The house belongs to your father, right? You've renounced your inheritance, haven't you? Then it'll eventually belong to Jason.
This house is mine.
So for now, you're just borrowing it from your father, right? I don't understand why he'd even let you live in that house. You're just a bum.
This house is under my name.
Huh? He even changed the name?
You're so devious. I bought it.
Huh? There's no way someone like you could afford a house.
Well, originally I bought it as an office for my company. It was more like, instead of having it taken away in taxes, might as well buy an office kind of thinking.
Huh? And what company? You're always cooped up at home playing games. Just an incompetent bum.
It's true that I'm always at home playing games, but I'm not a bum. That house serves as both my home and office. I run a game development company there.
You were doing that?
I mentioned it the other day, remember? It's the 5th anniversary of Black Cat World.
Huh? That's the game company? Not the game you're playing?
Well, I do enjoy playing games, but currently I'm more focused on the development side. I get your concerns about us being in the suburbs. Sometimes we have voice recording sessions and make noise with my team for our game. So living in a suburban house just works better for us than being in a crowded area.
So, you really own that house?
My brother says so, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Sorry? You think that's enough?
What do you mean? Can you talk about it with Jason?
Your marital issues are none of my business.
Are you okay with your brother going through a divorce?
I feel like you should consider divorce for my brother's sake. He's really upset and seems fully committed to divorcing. I'm okay with how things have turned out, moving out and all. But it's still a bit rough being pushed out because of him. And then there's you, misinterpreting everything, trying to take over my house. My brother must feel pretty responsible and annoyed about that.
I really consider you as my sister. We're family, right?
I don't see you as family.
I'm sorry for everything I've done. I'm really sorry. Forgive me.
Do you think that makes it okay?
Are you mad about throwing away your stuff? I'll replace them all if that's the case. Is that okay with you?
You can't even afford your own place to live, so how do you plan on replacing my things?
It's just a gaming merch or something, right? I can find them on eBay. Don't be stingy over small things. You're rich, right?
You can replace my belongings, sure. But I told you, it's also my office.
What do you mean?
There are expensive pieces of equipment that we use for work, and some of them were leased. Just the computer alone cost over $10,000, you know.
Computers can't be that expensive. At most, it should be around $5,000 at most.
And that's for personal PCs, right? My main work PC alone costs $25,000. If we exclude household items and focus solely on equipment, it would easily surpass $50,000.
What? You're not going to make me pay for that, right? You know, I don't have that kind of money, don't you?
Sure, we'll be sending the bill through the company. Our lawyer's taking care of that. As for personal belongings, I'll handle that part myself.
There's no way I can afford to pay that.
That's not all.
What is it now?
Thanks to you, we had to stop our operations for a few days. We'll be claiming damages for that too.
What's with just a few days? Talking about damages is over the top. Trying to squeeze every penny out of your sister-in-law? How greedy can you get?
A penny? Don't make me laugh. You have no idea how much my company makes each month, do you? We make about $70,000 monthly. The delay in a big event's implementation cost damages of around $30,000.
You know I can't afford that much. And if you're going to charge me, you're basically billing your brother too.
You're being presented with divorce now, aren't you?
I will never divorce your brother.
Tell my brother that.
What's that supposed to mean? You need to convince Jason too. I'm just a housewife. I don't have money if we divorce. I'll just file for bankruptcy. Then I won't have to pay.
If you intentionally cause harm to someone, that compensation won't be waived through bankruptcy.
I don't understand what you are trying to say.
Even if you declare bankruptcy, you still have to pay the compensation claim against you.
I've told you countless times I simply can't afford it.
Well, if that's the case, there's nothing I can do. But just so you know, there's a seizure waiting for you.
We're family, aren't we? You don't have to push me this far. You have no sense of compassion. That's why you'll always be single and unpopular.
You really tried to kick me out of my own home and still have the nerve to call me family?
Oh, that was a misunderstanding. I'm sorry. I apologize and forgive me.
Also, I'm getting married soon.
Huh? What? You're a hermit who never leaves the house. Where did you meet him?
He works as a programmer at my company, but that's beside the point. Honestly, it's not your concern. After all, you're headed to jail soon anyway.
What? Jail? What are you talking about?
Hannah, you broke the window and got into my house, right? That's trespassing.
But we're family. How is that trespassing?
It's a crime. We filed a damage report.
I didn't know that.
This is such a hassle. Well, why don't you explain it to the police then? But there's no way they'll buy that. Breaking in by smashing a window is just like what burglars do. How did you not see this coming?
So, am I going to be arrested? I don't want to go to jail.
Please reflect on your actions thoroughly.
I just wanted to live in a nice house. But being treated like this is too much.
I'm the one who wants to complain. Work is getting affected, and our supporters are starting to doubt us because of the event delay. I can't afford any more damage, so I'm going to block you.
Why?
As a business owner, it's not wise to be associated with criminals. So goodbye. Take some time to reflect on your actions in your cage.
Please, don't say that. You're not the kind of cold-hearted person who would send their sister-in-law to jail, are you? Hey, please help me.
After being arrested for theft and trespassing, Hannah narrowly avoided jail time. As a result of the trial, she was ordered to pay a total of $500,000 in damages. Despite her pleas for support, she found herself alone, with no one willing to help, not even her own parents and relatives. My company's game was quite well known, so Hannah's name became a big topic. She couldn't find regular work anymore and is now doing undisclosed jobs to make a living. While my company's performance was shaky for a while, with the support of my programmer boyfriend and our talented team, we bounced back. I recently got married, and now my husband and I are dedicated to creating captivating games together.
Nicole, you need to wake up at 4 a.m. tomorrow, understood? Huh? Why? Because you have to. I'm going to write down what you need to do for tomorrow. Just do as I say. What is this all about? Why do I have to wake up so early suddenly tomorrow? Can't you read? I said just do as I say. For breakfast, to maintain beautiful skin, I want a vegan smoothie and a fruit platter. 10 minutes before I wake up, please make sure that coffee is ready to make. Oh, and make sure it's freshly ground. But we only have instant coffee. That's not my problem. Why don't you go to the coffee shop now? Don't you have a brain? Oh, also, don't forget to clean the house, the stairs, the floors, everything. Make sure to clean the entrance area properly, okay? And then, iron my clothes. Oh, also, please do my hair. Got it? I have to do all that? Is someone coming over tomorrow? Why do I have to say it? Did you forget your position? We're letting you stay here. So naturally, you have to do what I said. But... oh well, I will tell you only this time. My fiance is coming over to meet my family. It's a really important day for me. Please don't try to ruin it, okay? Wow, really? Congratulations. I'm so happy that my sister's getting married. It's Patrick, right? The guy you said you've been dating for a while? Yeah, but it's none of your business. I wasn't really going to tell you about it. Why not? Because I don't consider you family, that's why. Don't you ever think about stealing my fiancé? I would never do that. Oh, really? I don't think so. Well, there's no way you can steal him from me, though. I mean, look at your face. Even if we're not blood related, we're still sisters. How can you say such a terrible thing to me? What did I do to deserve this treatment? I just want us to get along as sisters. I've never once wanted to get along with you. Never. Dad remarried, and all of a sudden, I was told to get along with you because you're my new sister? Do you think it's that easy for me to accept a new family? Of course, I understand how you feel. I was in the same situation as you. Even so, I thought we should get along since we're family now. Oh, please. We are not the same. Your biological father is a high school dropout, an alcoholic and unemployed for a long time. That's why they got divorced, right? Don't tell me we are in the same situation. But there's no way I can get along with you. Just know your position and act accordingly. Also, please don't mention to my fiancé that you're my sister. What? You're not gonna introduce me as your sister? Of course not. You're not my sister. I could only see you as a maid. You hate me that much? Then why don't you let me leave this house? I've been saying that I will leave, but you never allow me to do so. What? Who will take care of the house when you're gone? Without a servant, we will have to do the housework. Why can't you think about that simple thing? I guess that proves you got your high school dropout father's brain. That's too far. It's your fault. Instead of shutting your mouth and doing things as I say, you keep complaining about everything. Okay, whatever. I'll just do what you ask me to do. Good. I will say this one more time. Don't you ever mention that you are my sister. When my fiancé arrives, just act as our maid. After serving the tea and snacks, please go back to your room immediately. I can't even greet him? Oh my God! How stupid can you be? Of course not. I've said multiple times that you're not my sister. I have no intention of introducing you to my fiancé. Do not greet him. Just act as a maid. Got it? Okay. Hey, honey. Are you on the way now?
Yeah, I'm on the train right now. I think I will arrive there at 2.
That's good. Take care, honey.
I'm getting nervous. Until just now, I was feeling excited. But I started to feel nervous the moment I got on the train. I wonder what your parents think about me. Maybe they will think I'm unreliable since I'm younger than you.
Don't worry about it. I know you're nervous, but it will be fine. You were such a perfect man. I know my parents will like you.
Do you think so? I will do my best to make them like me.
I'm sure they will like you.
I hope so.
Oh, there's something I need to tell you.
About what?
Actually, we have a maid at home.
Really?
Yeah. For certain reasons, we're letting her stay at our place. And we've left all the household chores for her. I just wanted to tell you that in advance. You don't have to greet her or anything.
So, she's a live-in maid? What do you mean I don't have to greet her?
That's because she's not part of our family. There's no point in greeting her.
But still, if she's helping with the household chores, at least let me greet her properly.
You were such a kind man, but she's a shy person, you know. You really don't have to greet her.
I see. Then I guess I won't.
That's good. Well then, see you soon. Hi, honey. Thank you for coming today. It seems like both Mom and Dad liked you. They said they were so happy that I found a guy like you. See? I told you they will like you.
I see.
What's wrong? Aren't you happy? I knew you'd be liked, though. You are such a perfect man. Well, next time, I should introduce myself to your parents, huh? When do you think I can meet them?
Emma, I have a question.
What?
The live-in maid, she's quite young, isn't she?
Yeah, why?
What's her name?
Her name is Nicole. Why are you asking about her? Did she do something rude to you? I made sure she won't interact with you. What did she do to you?
She didn't do anything rude. Is she just a maid?
Yes, she is.
Isn't she your sister?
What are you talking about? Did she say something to you?
Based on your reaction, she's your sister, huh?
No, she's not. I was just surprised because you're asking me weird questions out of nowhere.
Actually, I know her.
What? You're lying.
I mean, I don't know her, but I've only heard about her. I've never met her before, but I recognize her right away. I'm sure of it.
What are you talking about? Maybe you are misunderstanding something.
No, that's not possible. I also heard she has a half-sister. I also know her mother's name too. Everything matches.
What?
Emma, are you treating your sister like a maid? Even though you're not blood related, she's still your sister, right?
Yes. So what? I bet you don't know that her father is an alcoholic, unemployed scum. She has the DNA of her scumbag father. There's no way I can consider her as my sister.
A scumbag father?
She's also a scumbag, you know? I never thought of her as a family or a sister. She's more like a slave to me. She should be grateful that I'm keeping her as a maid.
That's how you think about her? How could you treat your sister like that? I didn't know you were that kind of person. I'm sorry, Emma. Let's call off the engagement.
What? Are you serious? Why? Are you calling off the engagement because of my sister?
It's not her fault. I don't think I can marry someone like you. How can I love someone who treats their sister like a slave?
I don't understand what's going on. What do you even know about Nicole?
I will explain it to you personally. I'll bring my parents too. When your parents and mine meet, they'll surely understand about Nicole.
What do you mean? I don't get it. You ruined everything. What? I didn't do anything. Don't play dumb. What did you say to Patrick? Patrick said he wants to call off the engagement with me. He said he knows about you. It's all your fault. Does he know about me? But I don't know him at all. Anyway, I didn't do anything. As you said, I woke up at 4 in the morning, finished everything I was told to do. When Patrick came, I served tea and snacks. I immediately went back to my room. I just said hello to him for a moment. That's it. I didn't say anything else. Then why did he break off the engagement with me? I don't know. I'll never forgive you. Stop lying. I can't let you stay in this house anymore. What? But we are family. No, we're not. Leave this house by the end of today. What? Today? That's too sudden. I don't know where else I should go. Shut up! Just do as I said.
Hey, is this Nicole's number? It's Patrick.
What? Patrick? How did you get my number?
I'm sorry if I scared you. I know it's weird that the man who introduced himself as your sister's fiancé suddenly messaged you. But the truth is, I've known you for a long time, and I really wanted to talk to you. So I got your contact info from your mother.
What? You've known me for a long time?
I don't mean to be rude, but I would like to confirm something. You're not living with your biological father, right?
Yes, that's correct, but...
Your real father's name is David, from Greendale Town, right?
How did you know that? My sister also mentioned that you claimed to know about me. So it was true. Have we met before? I'm sorry, but I have no idea. How do you know me?
It's natural that you don't know me. I'm your half-brother.
Half-brother?
I'm your biological father's son. David is my father. I've been looking for you for a long time.
What?
Dad always told me about you. He always regretted not being able to get custody of you.
Really?
Well, your mother told you that your biological father was an alcoholic who had been unemployed. She told you that's why they got divorced, didn't she?
Yes.
I knew it. That was a lie. Well, it's true that he was addicted to alcohol. He found out that your mother was having affairs with several men. He got desperate and he turned to drinking at that time. Consequently, his health deteriorated and he ended up hospitalized for several weeks. So there was a period when he was unemployed.
That was the truth?
Dad really wanted to get custody of you, but he was in a bad state back then. He tried to win custody, but your mother easily gained custody because of Dad's condition at the time. He had no other option but to let it go. He's been haunted by regret ever since. That's why I've been looking for you, to reunite you with your real father.
I didn't know anything about this. Does my sister know about this?
She doesn't know about it. I had no idea you and Emma were siblings until I met you today. I never imagined that you two were siblings. But after I learned how she treated you, I realized I couldn't marry her. So I proposed breaking off the engagement.
So that's what happened. That's why she told me to leave the house.
What? Did she tell you to leave?
She said it's my fault why you broke off the engagement and told me to leave the house. So I packed my bags and left just a moment ago.
What? But it's not your fault at all.
I wanted to leave too, so it's fine. I've said many times before that I wanted to leave that house. But Emma wanted to keep me in their house and use me as a maid. I was surprised by how sudden it was today, but I'm actually grateful for the chance to leave.
Do you have any place to stay?
I just wanted to get away from home, so I came to the train station. But I don't really know where I'm going.
If you want, why don't you come to my house?
What? To your house?
I understand it's sudden and might be surprising. But when I told my father about today, he said he wants to help you too.
But he's remarried, right? I don't want to cause trouble for you and your family.
Dad has been talking to my mother about you for a long time. I told my mother about today. She feels the same way as my father.
Really?
We're here for you, Nicole.
It really means a lot to me. It would be really nice if I could stay over at your place.
Our house is closest to White Bridge Station. Can you make it to that station? My father and I will pick you up by car from there.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I can make it there with my last money.
Last money?
All of my salary is managed by my family. I only get $100 every month. And on top of that, I'm asked to run errands with that money. Right now, I only have $20 left. If you hadn't offered me a place to stay, I don't know what would have happened to me today. I'm really grateful to you.
I can't believe they even took your salary. They are disgusting people. If that's the case, stay where you are. We'll come pick you there.
Really? Thank you so much. I will wait for you here.
I can't believe you and Patrick are siblings.
How did this happen? I wanted to marry Patrick. You ruined everything. Why is it my fault? He decided to leave you after learning how you treated me, right? Shut up! I wanted to marry him so bad. I can't believe this is happening to me. Even so, you have to accept it. It's your own fault. I thought I could marry into wealth. What? That's the reason you wanted to get married to him? That's right. After all, your real father is the company president, right? I heard Patrick was supposed to be the next president. So I thought I could become the wife of the president in the future. Just think about it. Even if Patrick forgives you, don't you think that my father would never forgive you? Even though you are my half-sister, you've treated me like a servant for years. Do you really think he will approve of you marrying Patrick? I'm really glad that you revealed your true self in front of Patrick. Thanks to you, I was able to meet my brother and real father. I'm so happy that I was able to leave the house too. I used to hate you so much, but now I'm grateful. Oh no! Nicole, what the hell are you doing? Hey, it's been a while. What's wrong? I only asked you to leave the house, not to take our money. Our money? Do you mean my salary? What are you misunderstanding? It's my salary, so I'm not taking anyone's money. Shut up! Who do you think you are? Today, when Mom tried to withdraw this month's money, she couldn't withdraw any money. What did you do? I changed all the bank account information. Why? Why do you think I will give you my money? After you kicked me out of the house? How selfish could you be? But we can't live without your money. What? Up to now, we have been living off most of your salary. It's impossible to live without you. Really? I didn't know that. I never thought you earned so little. You relied entirely on my salary, yet you've treated me like a maid? What kind of joke is this? I'm not saying all of it. Just give me half the money. Are you serious? Aren't we strangers now? Why should I give it to you? Oh, I mean, we were strangers from the beginning. You never once acknowledged me as family, right? Thank you very much for keeping me a stranger in your house. Goodbye. Hey, Nicole! Wait a minute! Please, I need your help. Hey, Nicole! Are you reading this? I'm really sorry for everything I've done. Please, help me. I was able to cut off ties with my terrible family. For a while, I stayed at Patrick's place. They took really good care of me, and I can't thank them enough. Now that I'm in control of my own finances, I've rented an apartment and started living independently. Thankfully, it's not far from Patrick's place. I still drop by to see them every now and then. We've even had a few family dinners together. I've completely gotten used to living frugally. Even after covering rent, I still have some savings left. I've been putting money aside for the future, and I always make sure to treat Patrick's family well. The other day, I was back in my hometown where Emma lives. I saw her working part-time at a fast food joint. It was quite amusing to see her being scolded by a younger manager. After everything I've been through, I'm finally ready to start enjoying life again.
Natalie, is this a good time? I have good news.
Hi, Stefan. Are you sure it's okay to drop a text while you're on a busy business trip?
I'm already done with work, and I'm at a hotel, so it's fine.
I see. You must be tired. Anyway, what's the good news?
Emily's coming home.
Emily?
It's my little sister, Emily. She's graduating from college soon. She's coming back to our parents' house.
Oh, I see.
What's wrong?
Well,
Well, you rarely saw Emily. The only time you saw her was at our wedding and when she came back home for Christmas holidays.
That's right.
But it makes you happy, doesn't it? Because we get to live with my little sister.
Well, you might be happy, but...
What the hell? If you have something to say, just say it.
To be honest, I'm a little uncomfortable with Emily.
Huh? Why? Emily is such a nice girl. Besides, you and Emily are sisters-in-law.
Yeah, but...
Oh, I'm so disappointed. I thought you would be happy that Emily is coming back. What's wrong with Emily? We're a family. You should get along with each other.
I know. That's why I try to talk to her. But her reaction is cold.
Maybe you're thinking too much.
I don't know.
Because since she was a little girl, Emily has always been cheerful and honest. She can easily get along with anyone. I'm proud of her. It's impossible for Emily to be cold. If you can't get along with her, you're the one with the problem.
What? Is it my fault?
I mean, you're older than her. You should be the one to compromise and get along with Emily.
Right. By the way, Emily's graduating from college and coming back to her parents' house, right? So that means she got a job close to her parents' house.
Well, you know, she hasn't found a job yet.
What? She's unemployed?
What can I do? She tried to find a job, but it didn't work out. She's going to work part-time for a while and plan to relax at our parents' house.
I see. I hope she finds a job soon.
What do you mean by that? Do you want Emily to leave soon?
I didn't say that. It's just, if she can't find a job forever, I just thought your mother and father might be worried.
Oh, don't worry about that.
What do you mean?
Both my mom and dad are happy just to have her around, you know? They might be happy that she hasn't got a job. If she starts working, she won't be home as much. Besides, until Emily gets a job or gets married, I'm going to take care of her.
What?
It's nothing surprising. I'm Emily's brother. I'm supposed to take care of my sister until she becomes independent. It's a natural thing for a family.
You know, she's a bit spoiled, don't you think?
What?
Emily is an adult. For her sake, isn't it true love to let her go?
No. There's no way I'm letting go of my precious little sister. Are you jealous of Emily?
Excuse me?
You don't like it when I'm nice to Emily, right? Jealous of your husband's sister? It's pathetic to act like that at your age.
I'm not jealous.
Anyway, Emily's moving in at the end of the next month. Make sure you help her with unpacking, okay? I'll still be on my business trip and won't be home for a while.
Oh, okay.
Emily is my precious little sister. I'm begging you, please get along with her.
Yeah. Hey, Natalie. Have you gone to bed already? Can I ask you a favor? Hi, Emily. What's wrong at this hour?
Thank goodness. You're still awake, aren't you?
I was asleep. Your ringtone woke me up.
Can you pick me up at Central Station now?
Excuse me? Emily, have you been drinking again?
Yes, I have. I went out for a drink with my friends from my hometown, and I missed the last train.
You know, it's almost midnight.
That's why I'm asking you to pick me up.
I can't. I was sleeping until you woke me up.
But now that you're awake, come pick me up.
I have work in the morning. Why don't you just take a cab and come home?
No way. It's a waste of money.
What?
I don't have a job, remember? There's no way I can pay for a cab.
Then why don't you start working?
I can't even work if I wanted to. You know I failed at job hunting.
Why don't you just get a part-time job? You got money from Steven for today's drinks, didn't you?
Shut up. It's normal for a little sister to get an allowance from her brother.
I don't know about that. You're not a child, you're an adult. You should at least earn money to go out drinking.
It's really annoying that you lecture me every time. Ugh. If it was my brother, he would come and get me right away. I should just call him and ask him to come to the station.
Don't call him at this time of night. Besides, Steven is out of town on a long business trip.
I guess it's not possible for him to come from out of town. My mom and dad both go to bed early and wake up early. So, they'll be in bed at this time. So the only one I can ask is you, Natalie.
I told you, I can't.
You're so mean.
Huh?
If you don't pick me up, I'll tell my brother.
Come on.
Do you really want me to do that? Steven loves me so much. If you're not nice to me, he'll get mad at you, you know?
I think I'm being nice enough. Ever since you came home, I've been taking care of you a lot. I've picked you up and dropped you off by a car all the time.
Isn't it natural that you take care of me? Because you're the one who came to marry into our family.
Well, you know.
You're a stranger, but we let you live in our house. It's only natural that you listen to me.
You know, just because I'm your brother's wife, that doesn't mean you can use me. Besides, this house is...
Oh, enough. It's too much trouble, so I'll take a cab home. In return, I'll ask you for the cab fare later.
Why would I?
Because you're not picking me up. That's why I have to take a cab.
Well, it's your fault for missing the last train.
Shut up. Remember what happens later.
What do you mean?
Well, Natalie, you might get kicked out of the house.
Why would I get kicked out?
We'll see. Well, I'll get a cab and go home now. I'll charge you for the cab fare.
Hey, Natalie. You've got to be kidding me. What did you do to my sister?
What is it, out of the blue? Why are you mad at me?
Don't play dumb. This morning, Emily called me crying. She said, Natalie is bullying me. I need your help. She also told me to get rid of you right now. I told you to get along with my sister. What on earth did you do to her? Depending on your response, I'll have you leave the house.
Wait a minute. Steven, calm down.
How can I calm down? My precious sister has been treated badly by my wife. My parents are ticked off at you too.
I don't know how Emily explained to you, but I didn't do anything.
You liar. If you didn't do anything, Emily wouldn't have bothered to call me. You should at least be honest and admit what you did.
I really didn't do anything. What did she say about me?
She said you verbally abused her. She also said you inflicted violence on her when no one was looking.
Huh? There's no way I would do something like that. Rather, I'm the one who's being bad-mouthed.
Emily is not the kind of girl who talks bad about others.
What?
Moreover, I heard you kicked Emily out of the house late at night yesterday. I don't know what happened, But throwing a girl her age out in the middle of the night? That's beyond insane.
I didn't throw her out. I mean, did Emily tell you that I kicked her out?
That's right. Because it was cold outside, she caught a cold. How are you going to take responsibility if Emily's cold gets worse?
Emily is lying.
She's not the kind of girl who lies.
Listen to me properly. Last night, Emily went out for drinks with her friends. She called me to pick her up because she missed the last train. But it was already late. I had to work the next morning, so I asked her to take a cab and come home.
That's a lie too.
Huh?
Emily's not the kind of girl who drinks late at night.
Stephen, you trust her words more than mine?
Of course. You're a stranger after all. Emily is my blood sister.
What?
Be honest. You're just jealous of your younger and prettier sister-in-law, aren't you? Grow up, you old hag.
How could I be jealous? I can't believe you. I can't believe you just called your own wife an old hag.
You should think about your position. You're my wife. Don't think you can get away with bullying my sister.
I'm telling you, I didn't bully her. She's just lying to entrap me.
Are you still bad-mouthing Emily?
Because it's true. To be honest, it's hard for me too. To begin with, living together at your parents' house? I didn't like it, you know. You insisted that we had to live with your parents, so I agreed. But your parents are people with old-fashioned values. They treat me, their daughter-in-law, like a housekeeper. And even your sister drives me crazy.
It's only natural for a wife to serve her family.
Are you serious?
If you have a problem with me, you can leave.
Okay, then I'll leave.
What?
I'm sick of it. I work full-time and yet I'm forced to do all the housework? On top of that, I have to take care of your sister who doesn't have a job.
You're such an insolent wife talking back to your husband. Fine, just pack up your stuff and get out. I'd be better off without a wife who can't take care of her family. Don't you ever come back to my house again.
Natalie, you're joking. You really packed your bags and left, didn't you? Ah, but I feel better now that the nagging woman is gone. I knew I could count on my big brother.
You lying jerk.
Are you mad at me? Oh, that's scary. But it's your fault, you know. You were mean to me, so I told my brother.
How can you lie like that? I verbally abused you? I inflicted violence on you? I kicked you out of the house in the middle of the night? You made all that up.
Made up? Well, I made up a little bit, but come on.
They're all lies. Why did you lie like that? Did you want to get rid of me so badly?
That's right. I'd do anything if I could get you out of my way. A nagging old hag like you. You're not fit to be my brother's wife. I'm sure you're going to divorce my brother. Good luck with your spouse hunting. Well, at your age, you may not be able to remarry.
You'll regret it.
Huh? Whatever you say, it's going to sound like a sore loser. I don't think I'll regret it. I'm glad to get rid of the old hag from our house. Sore loser.
You'll soon find out if I'm a sore loser or not. I'm cutting myself off from you guys. Whatever happens, don't come to me for help.
Natalie, pick up.
Emily, you're so persistent. I'm at work right now. Can we talk later?
What's going on?
What? What are you talking about?
Did you know that my parents' house was a rental?
Yes.
I totally thought my dad bought this house.
Emily, you didn't know? Your house is a rental house.
Oh no.
Is that all you wanted? I'm at work, so I'm going.
Wait a minute. I just received a demand notice. They said we're behind on our rent and we need to pay it as soon as possible.
Oh, really? I guess you'll just have to pay it then.
Well, I asked my brother about it. He said it should be debited from our account. But the realtor said that the account balance is insufficient to pay the rent. Mom and Dad say they don't have the money to pay the rent. Hey, what should I do? I don't work, so I don't have any money either. If I don't do something, we'll get kicked out of the house.
Why don't you ask your precious big brother to pay for it?
He says he can't pay the rent either. He's just trying to make ends meet for Mom, Dad, and me. What the hell is going on? How have you been paying our rent all this time?
Well, I'll tell you all about it.
What?
I was the one paying the rent.
You're lying.
It wasn't just the rent. I was also the one paying the utilities.
Even the utilities?
That's right.
What do you mean? I thought my brother was paying for everything.
Steven makes less than me. He was so determined to support his parents. So after we got married, we moved in with his parents. Then, his father quit his job after we moved in. Steven became caught up in paying for our own and his parents' living expenses. So I ended up sending money every month to an account for rent debit. But I don't live in that house anymore, so I don't have to send them money for rent, do I?
I didn't know that. Steven often used to give me an allowance, so I thought he was well paid.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, why don't you take this opportunity to start working? I mean, if you don't start working right away, your whole family will be homeless.
Hey, Natalie, will you please come back?
Huh?
I want to live with you.
What are you talking about? You kicked me out, remember?
Since you left, the house is a mess. There's no one to clean it. The rooms are covered with dust. Laundry is all over the place. It's like a dump.
I can imagine. As soon as I got married and moved in, your parents made me do all the housework.
And we only eat frozen food now. Please, Natalie, please come home.
I don't want to.
Why not?
Why not? Are you stupid? You've been harassing me. You lied to Steven and kicked me out. Now you want me to come back? That's too convenient.
Because we're a family. I think we should help each other if we're family.
We are strangers.
What?
Because Steven and I are divorced.
What?
Steven also believed you more than me and kicked me out. What's the point of being married to a husband who doesn't trust you?
I don't want that. If you guys are divorced, who's going to pay our rent?
That's none of my business. You and your family can handle it.
Oh my God! Why does Steven get divorced without telling me? If you're gone, our family wouldn't be able to survive.
Maybe he forgot that I was paying the rent.
I'm sorry, Natalie. Please forgive me.
Oh my, what's with the sudden apology? Just the other day, you were harassing me in such a good mood.
I'm sorry. I will never do that to you again. So please, please Get back together with Steven.
You can be as remorseful as you want, but that doesn't make up for what you did. No matter how much you apologize, I won't forgive you.
Please. I didn't think this would happen to me. From now on, I'll be friends with you. I won't even be selfish. I beg you, please forgive me.
This is not only about you, but also your brother and your parents. I won't help you at all from now on, and I won't have anything to do with you. From now on, you're a family of scum, and you're going to help each other out. After that, my ex-husband also contacted me to get back together, but of course I ignored him. In the end, my ex-husband and his family left the house and moved into a low-rent apartment. However, it was quite small for 4 adults to live in. In order to move to a larger apartment, Emily finally started working part-time. But she was so selfish at work that she didn't last long no matter where she worked. Even now, they seem to be living a poor life in a small and shabby apartment. As for me, after my divorce, I moved into a condo. I am enjoying an elegant life on my own. When I was married to my ex-husband, I sacrificed myself for his family. But because you only live once, I will live my life the way I want to, not for others.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.